Do you ever miss wrestling?
I miss wrestling. I love wrestling. Yes, I do.
I didn't realize you guys had that in common, by the way.
I did moonlight.
She
I have
wrestled.
done some wrestling events. WrestleMania actually was when
In Miami.
I got to wrestle at WrestleMania, which was a huge honor, and you were making your big comeback, so I was giddy. It was like amazing.
I remember that. That was down in Miami.
Yeah, you're a big movie star now, so how much do you miss it? Do you wish like you could do a little bit of everything?
Well, I mean, no, I quietly retired from wrestling because I was lucky enough to have just a really wonderful career and accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. I mean, but there's nothing like a live crowd, live audience, live microphone, as you know, as you both know. So wrestling, and plus I grew up in wrestling. For a lot of you guys that don't know, my grandfather wrestled, my dad as well, my whole family. So, and I actually had my very first match ever in the WWE was in Madison Square Garden, and it was a big pay-per-view. And it's funny because I credit my time and my journey in pro wrestling to get me to where I am today, because especially that particular night. So I'll break it down for you. Very first match ever in the company of the WWE, and generally your very first match, you have it in a small town, small crowd, non-televised.
Right.
This was Madison Square Garden, sold out, one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year, Survivor Series, sold out Madison Square Garden, 22,000 people. I was in one of the main events. No one knew who I was. And, you know, there's that saying, if you make it here in New York, you can make it anywhere, because it's the toughest crowd, and they really test you, especially in the world of wrestling. So I went out, I had my match, and at about the 15-minute mark of my match, 22,000 people were chanting, "Rocky, Rocky."
Oh, my God.
And it just set me on a path in my career that I'll never forget. So right here in New York City.
There you go.
Wow.